Hello there, guys and girls. This is the Persian Prince back with another StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm replay cast. Finally, so it is me doing a TvZ on New Character Percent once again against my teammate Tisu. Well, not teammate, but rather friend. Not sure when I got the teammate part from. But regardless, I'm of course Terran and he is the Zerg. They spawn in the bottom right of the map and he spawned in the bottom left corner of the map. And so far so good, it's all pretty standard, there's nothing cheesy from him or from me, no 888 from me, no 6-7 10 pull from him yet, though 10 pull is still a possibility. I doubt it's gonna be that, but as you can see I'm getting my depot at regular timing, so I'm not gonna be cheesing. Slight hiccup over here, should have started the SCV earlier, not sure what happened there, but oh well. As you can see he is sending his overlord over here to scout what's happening at my base. Like what kind of build I'm going for, if I'm going for some sort of gas or maybe like 1 Rex FE or 14 CC or I don't know, the TLO 6 racks all in on one base, all the build. I don't know, whatever. He just wants to see what's up in my base and react accordingly. This Zerg is a pretty reactive race in general, like you build units based on what your opponent's building, and you build units when your opponent is attacking, or basically you get what I mean. Since it has a different sort of macro mechanic when compared to Terran and Protoss. Well, Terran at least, like you just build units all the time. There's really nothing tricky about it. You just build units and you build SCVs all the time. Well, for the most part, you do stop producing SCVs at a certain point. I believe the max you should have is 65 or 75, I'm not sure. One of those. Regardless, here we have the game at hand, so I'm sending out my SCV over here, just scouting out what is up in his base. See that he's going for some sort of spawning pool. And this is where his hatchery is. Well, obviously, it can't be anywhere else. He went, I believe it was hatch first. Should be, yeah, because his hatch is going to finish right about as the pool is done. Now you can see that my depot is over here, and I'm just going to continue to wall off. Pretty much finish it, as I also drop down a command center over there, and I keep building more SCVs over here. Soon enough, probably going to go for... Well, we'll see if I go for triple orbital command or I'm gonna go for more racks. Apparently I'm gonna go for more racks. So I'm gonna go for some sort of biomine style. Well, starting it out with bio and probably later gonna add some mines. That's probably what's gonna be the case. So you see he is on 3 bases, which very quickly at that, he got it like 4 minutes or something. So very early 3rd base for him. As for my Marines, they're just going out here, dropping down a bunker because I don't know if he's getting his 3rd. As for him, it's not actually see anything, so only like he's been playing blind this whole time. Like he has no idea what's up over here. I could be all-inning for all he knows, and if I had been all-inning at this point, I would have simply won. Probably like 90% chance, because essentially, he does not know anything, and he's building a lot of drones. So he's gonna saturate before he builds any actual units. So this is risky play by him, but he doesn't really know if I'm gonna attack or if I'm not gonna attack. So that's okay for him. You see, I'm still getting out my Marines. Got a tech lag over here, gonna get stim, and then probably gonna go for some sort of armory play. Not armory play, but factory play. Gonna add a factory soon, most likely. As for him, he's still on 3 bases. That's a weird rally point over here. Should have sent it over there. Sure about that, but he is gonna get this pretty much fully saturated. Same with his main base. Actually, he does miss 2 drones, probably because he just took the gases. He's gonna have to add 8 drones over here in total. So 2 more for saturating the middle line, and 3 more for each of these geysers. As for his natural, nice saturation, 3rd base, almost saturated. My natural isn't really saturated, so already you can see unit stab shows that he has quite a lot of stuff, to say the least, and I should have been a little bit more aggressive, maybe pushed around now or something with like some sort of combat shield timing. I don't know, but I should have done something. You can see I've got a factory going on over here. Probably gonna start with starport next and drop down a reactor on the factory. Am I gonna do that? Yes. So basically some sort of TVP kind of pushing TvZ. I'm still experimenting. I'm not sure if this actually works, but I'm gonna get my depots over here to defend from his attacks. And he's also getting Evo chamber over here. Macro hatch, which is a good move by him. He's also getting some more creep tumors out. And what is he actually doing with this drone? Oh, he's just rallying it over here. Probably should be getting the other gases as he's getting gas starved. I don't know, it depends on what he's gonna be building. Actually, his macro is fine. Mine is not as good. APM wise, I have a lot more APM than him, but maybe that's because I APM spam quite a bit in the beginning of the game. You can see that now. I'm just gonna get the starport over here on the add-on and gonna mass produce medevacs. I'm not starting them. I'm not starting them. It's taking a while. A bit slow. Should have gotten like the add-ons for these two Raxes by now as well. Here we go, getting the add-ons. What am I actually doing at this point? Oh, I'm looking over here for quite a while, getting the CC, and I'm not actually producing anything out of those barracks, so that's a mistake. As for my opponent, he still has nice saturation on his third, decent at his natural. Pretty nice at his main. A little bit over optimal saturation. Optimal saturation is 16 drones. He's getting spines over here, and the reason why he's getting that is just because there might be some sort of drops or Hellion attacks or whatever. But you see that I'm going bio, so I'm not really going mech in this game, and I'm gonna push as soon as 2 medevacs hit, and that's at around the 10-minute timing, so we shall see how that actually goes. You can see I'm getting my first few Widow Mines out as well, and also getting 2-2 upgrades for him. He's just got 1-1 on the way. His +1 attack is gonna finish way before his other one. Also sending Marines out to the watchtowers to scout what's up. I can see over here that he's got those Zerglings over here, and I took out some more Zerglings over here. Right now we're almost even in supply, and that's really good for me. Not sure why I sent those Marines, because I should have seen that he had more Zerglings over here. But yeah, basically this should be a good engagement for me, I believe. Yeah, this was a very good engagement. 2 medevacs and a lot of Marines, and this Marauder, yeah, that was a very good engagement for me. Because he had no Banelings, he had just Zerglings, and just Zerglings against Bio doesn't really work, because Bio is super effective against that. You can see I'm also dropping down turrets. Did I actually see Spire? Or wait, what? Oh, where is he building it? It doesn't show. There it is. Did I actually see it? No, I did not see it. But you can see I do have actually control of one watchtower, one of the 2 watchtowers. And I'm building more Widow Mines. He's building a lot of Lings. His Spire is on the way, as I was saying, but you can see that I'm really ramping up my production. Like really ramping it up. But as you can see, I'm a bit slow, and right now, if you check army supply, I could have killed him. I should have just gone in, attacked, and killed him. Like, would have been easy. Well, maybe not, because maybe he would have had Lings by the time I got there. But still, I would have had a really nice chance, especially because of 6 medevacs. I could have just boosted the hell out of there. Because when you have medevacs, you can just really abuse your mobility and see if you can catch your opponent off guard. It's really good move. But you can see that I'm still building more units, but like my macro is slipping and not adding the production quickly enough. Over here you can see still no reactor on this one, and I'm adding a lot over here, so that is definitely a mistake. But now I fixed it, adding another CC, more armories. Over here still no reactor. Big mistake. Lowers my production a lot, but I'm getting my 3rd. This is when he's getting his 4th, and Not sure what the hell this is supposed to be, but that's weird. So I'm sending out my Marines and Marauders. Army supply shows that pretty equal. But the problem is, he's got all those banelings, so it's not easy for me. And I need to boost the hell out of there, which I do. And I should safely be able to get out of there. Macro is slipping like a boss for me. Though I'm still quite even on army supply. Well, almost fully even. Got my Widow Mines down, army worker supply is ahead of me. Yeah, basically we are almost even. Now if only I had been macroing slightly better. If only I had been getting this ship weapons upgrade and maybe like 2 more CCs and a couple more barracks, then I would have had much better production. See, army supply, it's pretty even. Still. He has all those banelings which are annoying, and upgrades wise you can see I've got +1/+1, he's got +1/+1, and I'm getting obviously double armory over here at my 3rd, getting more and more men. And the problem is he's got all those mutalisks. If you take a look here, he's killed already 10 workers. He almost got that, but he didn't really get it. Units lost stab. He has been more efficient. Well, before that I just killed the muta, which is very good for me. Unit stab, he's got more drones than I have SCVs, a lot of lings and banelings and mutalisks. So in a head-on fight, he should win, unless I split like have like a very crazy split. And this is about the medevac count you want, something like 10 to 12 medevacs is really good if you go this kind of style. These Widow Mines over here are for defense, and I should have placed them over here. They would have been so awesome. And now my 3rd base, I can't really mine from it. And army supply wise, we're almost even, but he has a lot more workers than me. Well, not a lot more, like 24 more, but still. He's ahead of me in supply. Just slightly, like it's still 50, which is kind of big, but still. You can see me moving out, and he's making a lot of banelings though, and that's really gonna help him, because I have like 8 Marauders, and Marauders are really good against Banes. They absorb the damage quite well, since they have 125 HP. And a Baneling does like 24 damage and versus light 43. So it's very good against light units like Marines. But not so good against armored units like Marauders. Or it's actually pretty good against Stalkers though, if you think about it. Somehow they can work very well against Stalkers. Anyway, still not enough workers over here. Not good enough saturation, not making SCVs for some reason, probably because I'm working my way over here. And those Widow Mines got some nice hits. Army supply now finally in favor of me. I'm going in, but this is such a bad engagement for me. I need to get out of here. Army supply, like it's really bad, but getting up here. Yeah, and I'm just totally gonna get out of here. So that was a terrible engagement for me. So now I am even further behind, and he is still on 4 bases. I'm on 3, but well, not really even on 3. Those Widow Mines didn't really target though. That was really unfortunate. Now they targeted, but really late. All those banelings I didn't really micro, so I lost quite a bit. But army supply is still quite even. Oh, I made a mistake with this one. If I had those 4 Marines, it would have been quite helpful, but still. I don't know, I really messed up over here. You can see I did defend, but I lost that hatch. Well, the hatch, well, CC. And that was really bad. He did lose quite a lot of supply in this engagement though, as you can see over here. But he still had much ahead in terms of army supply and worker supply. So at this point, the game should be his if he capitalizes on it properly. You can see +2/+2. I'm getting +3 attack and +3 armor. So is he though, so I don't really have an edge. He's getting a lot of macro hatches though, which is it's a nice idea. And after that, like I think he lost some mutas over here. Oh no, not really. Oh, two to this Widow Mine, but I think it was much earlier. But he lost them. But you see my Marines and Marauders over here, it's quite a small ball of only 73 army supply while he has 95. He is setting up his army over here with all those Banelings, Lings, and Mutalisks. Really cool army for him. And he's also getting an Ultralisk Cavern and Ultralisks in Heart of the Swarm. Much stronger because they deal increased damage overall, I think. Now, Marines and Marauders. Well, Marauders are still very good against Ultralisks, I guess. And here I tried to catch his Mutalisks off guard. Will I get him? Oh, actually, I did get quite a few. What is it? 3, 4 Mutalisks. So that was a nice job by me to catch his Mutas, but it's still not enough. Like, he's 70 supply ahead. 22 extra workers and like 30 extra army supply almost. And I have those SCVs not mining, but there we go, sent them to mine. Also getting more and more units. But the problem is I don't really have enough Widow Mines. And Widow Mines, really cool unit. Here he comes with his ball of Lings and Banelings. Didn't really hit anything with the Widow Mine, now I will. 24 kills, really good for the Widow Mine, and this split is... it's an okay split, but not too amazing. I still lose quite a bit of army supply over here. But you see, he's still got those Banelings. I'm gonna have to totally get out of here, and I'm losing my Medivacs, which is a big problem. And those 3 Marines can really stand against those... can't really stand against those Mutalisks, so... he could have actually taken me out over there, but I guess he didn't really want to risk dying to Widow Mines or whatever. He's still like 50 supply ahead, but I've actually kind of stabilized. I guess I have this base over here, which is helping me a lot, and also this base. So I really should be making more SCVs though, because I have only like 39. I'm getting double planetary though. Wait, where's double planetary? No, double Widow Mine. I don't know why I said that. So more Widow Mines. Widow Mines. As you saw, this one over here got like 24 kills. That was quite worth it. Very efficient Widow Mine, but it's also making a lot of more Banelings. And once those Ultralisks pop out with this chitinous plating or chitinous plating, don't know how it's pronounced. Chitinous plating, maybe. I don't know. Oh well, this Widow Mine is over here though, so if he runs in with his Mutas, he's gonna take damage also from this Missile turret, not Muta turret. So you see that actually killed one, but he has enough to actually deal damage over here. My Marines come in and take out one of his Mutalisks. I stem for no reason. So actually the supply is much more even now. Army supply as well, worker supply kind of. So I kind of got back into the game by having those 2 bases. Well, this one is not really saturated, but still, it's not that bad. So I'm still trying to get more and more units out, and it's gonna go in here and die to missile turrets or something. So I have 2 here, like 3 here, and this Widow Mine over here. That was a ton of damage with the Widow Mine. Over here he loses another Mutas, so that wasn't really too good for him. But I'm actually gonna start dropping him at this point. So you'll see me dropping as well over here. Yes, here we go. Here comes the drop. He's actually gonna send his whole army here, but he does not have anything over here. So I'm gonna send this. But he noticed it quite well though. Not sure how he saw it. Is he gonna notice this one? Let's see. No, that was me. Yeah, he actually noticed that on the minimap, so he has really good minimap awareness. That's really good for him. But you see me, like, I dropped over here, so I'm gonna try and take out the space. But I should have been attacking with this army here while doing all of this. But he did actually split his army, which was quite cool by him. Even pros sometimes, like, they just 1A into the base to kill like 1 or 2 units, so it's like really cool that he did this. And you see here, like, another drop, but didn't really kill too much. Also that one died, and now it's even more in his favor. Army supply, and here, like, I attacked totally at the wrong time. Like, I don't know why I did this. Like, I knew exactly what was there. I knew, and I didn't have my whole army to attack either, so like, this was total fail. At least I realized it and get the hell out of there. So you see, the problem here was that I messed it up. Well, I did take out the hatch, but it was a bit late. Like, while I was dropping here and dropping here, I should have like maybe attacked this hatch with my full army or whatever. While the drop was going on in here, I should have attacked here. But I needed much better timing. Now his army, like, we have almost equal in terms of army supply, but his army I would say is kind of better because of all his unit composition. Mine isn't that great. We do have Widow Mines though, which did quite the damage, but I'm forced to lift over here, and I'm gonna keep Marauders in the front while I basically, yeah, those Banelings just melted the Marauders. But that's fine, that means I got rid of the Banelings. But the problem is that after that, how do I get rid of the Ultralisks with just like Marines and a couple Marauders? It doesn't really work. You see here, like, this is a big problem for me. I'm down to half his army supply and half his worker supply. So this was a bad engagement for me. Like, I needed at least 3-4 Widow Mines even up here. And that would have probably changed the entire course of the battle. Because if there were no Lings or Banelings left, and it was just Ultralisks, and I had all those Marauders that died to Banelings, maybe I could have done something in the game. But it's not enough. And I really like this Zergling that he has over here to stop me from actually taking the space. I'm actually gonna take this one and dropping mules, right, even though his army's over there. He doesn't actually see the mules, but here I am trying to kite back and see if I can do something. But here he goes. He's gonna keep going in. Army supply is still at like half his army supply, so going too well. But you see, like, my Widow Mines did some damage, but he has Overseers to stop them. This Ultralisk is dead, and I'm now like 50 army supply, well, 30 army supply to 74, so game's pretty much over at this point. Really not much more that I can do. I have only a couple units. And I'm like, mech is easier, because the thing is that with mech, micro is not so necessary. So that's why I think it's easier. But with Marine, Marauder, Medivac, mine you have to micro like crazy. It's insane. Or Biotank, or whatever you prefer. But with mech, you just really don't need to micro that much, because the units can't actually be microed that much either. They don't have much potential for micro. Well, Hellions, because they're really fast and such, but other than that, not really. And I also lose this orbital command, but I do actually take out all his Overseers. If I had taken care of them before and kept my Widow Mines, maybe would have been nice. But you can see that right now, like, it's just, the game is pretty much over. So I don't know, did I just decide to attack or something, or just try and set up my third? Yeah, I guess I tried to set up my third, but the game is pretty much over. So he's just maxed out and he's gonna go for another attack, Brood Lords and stuff. I did just send workers over there and this CC over there because I don't have enough money to make a new command center, so it just was like, why not send it over there? And here's like problem. So do I lift to get killed by corruptors or just die on the ground? Probably would have been a better idea to lift. But whatever, like here I just tried to micro, but this doesn't really work. I double stim for some reason, and yes, I lose my whole army and I'm forced to GG. So you see over there, like, again, problem was number 1, macro. Number 2, scouting. Number 3, positioning. Number 4, micro. Number 5, minimap awareness. Number 6, timing. I believe I had problems in all of these categories in this game, and I need to fix them. As for my opponent, he did a pretty good job with map awareness and macro, as well as micro, and he actually did an amazing job with minimap awareness and defending drops, so props to him for that. Now, obviously I'm probably gonna keep practicing with him more because he's good. So hope you guys and girls enjoyed, and if you want to see more, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and I shall see you next time.